President Kennedy once said that a nation reveals itself not only by the men it produces, but also by the men it honors, the men it remembers. Today, we honor and remember Officer Jordan Tyler Wingate, serial number 9686, an Oakland police officer who wore the blue uniform with pride, integrity, and courage. An Oakland police officer with a guardian heart and a warrior spirit. August 13th, 2018. A date we will never forget. A date when a young police officer responding to an emergency call was involved in a terrible traffic collision and sustained life-threatening injuries. At the time of the collision, Officer Wingate's squad moved into action, working to extract him from his vehicle and provide him with medical aid. Their heroic efforts helped keep him alive. I remember gathering at the hospital that early morning with Jordan's family, along with active and retired Oakland police officers. The outpouring of love and support was simply incredible. We took over the hospital waiting room in constant vigil as we held hope that Jordan would recover. We knew he was strong, but we could never have foreseen the magnitude of the fight he was about to undertake. For 5 years, 8 months, 7 days, despite his pain and adversity, Jordan courageously battled his injuries, fighting every minute to live. While confined to a bed, he showed his strength, his determination, his warrior spirit. During that time, we continued in hope, spending time with Jordan, encouraging him to fight. But after years of fighting, on April 20th, 2024, Jordan found rest and was able to be at peace. And I can tell you, it doesn't matter how much time passes, 5 days, 5 months, 5 years, no amount of time can prepare you for the loss of a loved one, especially the loss of your child or your brother. And all those dates associated with tragedy and loss bring sadness. We need to remember and share the stories of Officer Jordan Wingate. And I know we all have stories of young Jordan. A son, a brother, a family member, a friend, a talented police officer with a bright future who has so much more to accomplish and so much more to give humanity. These stories, our treasured memories, will carry on his legacy, a legacy that will endure forever in the hearts and minds that had the privilege of knowing him. And so here we are, gathered today to share stories, to pay respect, and to honor our hero, a shining beacon of courage and selflessness who devoted his life to serving and protecting others. Those that knew Jordan described him as dedicated, hardworking, respectful, and funny, practical joker, just like his dad. He had a huge heart and a way of making you feel like you were his best friend. If you were feeling sad or frustrated, all he needed to do was give you that charming Wingate smile, and you were hooked, instantly smiling back and feeling better. His generous and loving nature created an instant connection with those he met. After the traffic collision, the Oakland community provided an overwhelming show of support for their young officer, which demonstrated how much of an impact he had on people. Officer Jordan Wingate's professionalism, courage, commitment to duty, and passion to serve represents what it takes to be a great police officer. He was an excellent cop, compassionate, loyal, unshakable, heart of the lion. But he wasn't just a dedicated and courageous police officer. He's a loving son to his mother, Christine, and to his father, Randy, a loving brother to Nathan and Autumn. He's an uncle to little Jordan, who was named after him. He is a treasured part of a family and a valued friend. Jordan Wingate was born on May 19th, 1995 in Walnut Creek, California. His family remembers him as a happy, chubby baby who loves Scooby-Doo and food. Who doesn't? He always was looking for a little snack, a term that he used to search for food, even into adulthood. Jordan moved to Brentwood with his family, where he attended Heritage High School. And early on, he demonstrated a desire to be a police officer, but not any police officer. He wanted to be an Oakland police officer. In fact, some would say he was destined to be an Oakland cop as a law enforcement legacy kid. You see, Jordan has been part of the OPD family since birth, practically. His father, retired Captain Randy Wingate, was a veteran Oakland police officer. In addition, Jordan's godfather and Randy's best friend, Willie Wilkins Jr., was also an Oakland police officer. Captain Wingate and Officer Wilkins were two of the best police officers at the department, and they inspired Jordan and instilled his passion for honor, duty, and service. In fact, there may have been some co-parenting going on with Randy and Willie, not quite sure, but I'm sure there was some. But I do know that Jordan wanted to make them proud. Jordan began his career at the Oakland Police Department as a part-time police cadet in 2013. It was about that time I got to know Jordan. He reminded me of a mini Randy, for sure. Same energy as his dad, bouncing around the department. Same confidence, same courage. Almost the same height. And I can say that because I'm in that 5'7", 5'9"-ish category. Right, Randy? But I remember Jordan's warm smile and positive, respectful demeanor. He was always willing to help, to do whatever needed to be done to accomplish the task or the mission. I recall one time Jordan was working as a cadet at the Oakland Police Emergency Net Crab Feed. All day he was hustling around, working hard, bouncing around like he normally does. And at the same time, my teenage daughter, a few years younger than Jordan, was also working the crab feed. I remember my daughter, and I'm not going to name which one, looking in Jordan's direction, and she asked me with a smile on her face, "Hey, who's that?" Now, Jordan's a great guy and a good-looking kid, but for the parents of daughters in the room, your little girl will never be old enough to date. And I was like, nope, nope, nope. Go back to work, get back to work, and I spent the rest of the evening with one goal, keeping the two of them separated. In October of 2016, Jordan entered the 176th Oakland Police Recruiter Academy, and it was his dream come true. During the academy introductions, I remember seeing him sitting in his chair, smiling that big Jordan Wingate smile, full of excitement and ready to take in the experience. I remember pointing to him and I said, "Hey, Wingate, we're going to work you hard. You have big shoes to fill." He quickly replied, "No problem, sir. I'm ready." I'm ready. And you know what? He was ready. He excelled in the academy, gained the admiration of his classmates, and graduated as the class valedictorian. This was a testament to his exceptional ability and determination, hands down. At his graduation, I remember seeing both Jordan and Randy with pride as Randy pinned the badge on his chest and gave him a big hug. Sadly, the one person in that moment that was missing was his godfather, his Uncle Willie. Officer Wilkins was tragically killed in the line of duty on January 12, 2001, serving the Oakland community. But although Willie was not physically there, I know with absolute certainty he was watching from heaven, also proud of his godson Jordan, the newly minted police officer. And as a new police officer, Officer Jordan Wingate continued to shine, working hard and obtaining the respect of his peers. In 2018, he was nominated and awarded the Rookie of the Year by the Oakland Police Officers Association. Really well earned. Jordan exemplified the distinct character and possessed the essential qualities and courage to do this job well. He was the kind of cop you wanted. The department and the Oakland community were fortunate to have him as a police officer. He was one of the great ones, best of the best. Like Jordan, many of us in this room answer the call to serve, and we do it for our communities, we do it for our families, so they can have a good life where they can live and thrive from the brokenness that grips this world. We do it for the officer to the left of us and the officer to the right of us, and those who are holding the line alongside us. It is simply who we are. It's what we do every day. And those who chose this profession, it's in our DNA. Our commitment to community, safety, and one another strengthens our resolve to overcome adversity. It's what bonds us together as brothers and sisters in policing. These bonds are ironclad, unbreakable, forged in the crucible of fire. The level of dedication, service, sacrifice, connection in our law enforcement profession, it's unique. There's nothing quite like it. It's truly remarkable. No one should ever question the commitment and integrity of our profession. Jordan is a shining example of police officers who do their duty and serve with honor, courageous, committed, unwavering, unafraid. Jordan protected our community and sought justice for victims harmed by criminal acts. He knew that people depended on him and that without him, there would be chaos in this world. And to honor the memory of Officer Wingate, we must continue to do the same, to follow his legacy of courage, compassion, and service. For everyone who knew Jordan, the time you've spent with him is precious. It has created lasting memories. I encourage everyone to lean on those memories, recalling stories of joy and laughter, love and friendship. These memories, your stories, will provide comfort in this time of grief. For those who visited Jordan and spent time with him after the accident, I know it meant everything to him. He may not have been able to verbally express his love or appreciation, but you could see it in his eyes and feel it when you held his hand. I know those precious moments help sustain him. To my beloved members of the Oakland Police Department, losing a member of our OPD family is devastating. I know we are still mourning the loss of our brother from December. Now, with the loss of Jordan, our pain has been intensified. As I said just a few short months ago from this very stage, the loss of a fellow officer takes away a piece of you, a piece of your heart, a piece of your soul. Every time. But courage is showing up the next day knowing that could all happen again. And in true OPD manner, I know we will carry on. We will continue to show up, continue to push forward with strength and fortitude, becoming stronger than before. And despite the pain and the hurt, one thing I've learned in all my years is that we will make it through this moment because we have each other. We must lean on one another and our families now more than ever for comfort, confidence, and support. To the 176th Academy, I know you've built strong connections with your brother Jordan during this time together. As you know, it's a connection that only officers who share the challenges and victories of an academy can appreciate. It's a connection that stands the test of time. I know your hearts are heavy and you miss him, but I know you will continue forward, honoring Officer Wingate and his sacrifice by your actions and service. Your OPD family will be here to help you and support you. To Randy, Christine, Nathan, Autumn, Jordan's family, thank you for sharing Jordan with us. We honor you and recognize your enduring sacrifice. We know the loss of a loved one is a tremendous burden to bear. With tear-filled eyes, words alone cannot relieve your pain. However, my earnest hope is that as time passes, the memories and stories of Jordan bring smiles and in time will help ease the grief and tears of loss. We can never repay the debt of Jordan's sacrifice, but we will continue to hold him up, to honor him, and to carry on his legacy of courage, commitment, and service, making every effort to remain worthy of his sacrifice. For Randy and Christine, parents should never have to bury a child. It always should be the other way around. And as a parent myself with a kid who wears the badge on his chest, I know that we pray for the health and safety of our children every single day. That will never stop. But here today, as you look around, you will see a widespread show of support. It's because you and your family are and will always be part of our OPD family. and family is everything. We stand with you and your family, and we share in your grief. We will always be here for you, and we will never forget you, and we will never forget Jordan, the life he lived or the sacrifice he made. May you find comfort with one another and with your OPD brothers and sisters. Randy, I know the loss of both Jordan and Willie is immeasurable. The hearts of your OPD family ache alongside yours, but I know that Jordan and Willie are together in heaven. And if there were criminals in heaven, they would stand a chance with Jordan and Willie patrolling the streets. No doubt Willie would call the surveillance and Jordan would be making the arrests. But for now, they are watching over you and your family. And in my faith, I know we will all be reunited again. To little Jordan, Officer Wingate's nephew, I know you were born after his accident and you didn't get a chance to spend a lot of time with him. But you honor him with your name. As you grow up, you'll come to know your uncle through stories, shared memories, and the great Wingate qualities you possess. Just know as you grow up, your Uncle Jordan will be watching over you from heaven. I want to conclude with a quote. I found this quote on the Officer Down Memorial page. And on that page, people can write and post reflections about their departed loved ones who have given their lives in the line of duty. This reflection post was written for Officer Willie Wilkins, Jr. I think this quote is of particular importance because it demonstrates faith and love, courage and pride. It represents the true spirit of the author, and it captures the essence of Jordan. In fact, the reflection I'm going to quote is the post and words from Jordan Wingate. To Oakland Police Officer William Wilkins, Jr. Uncle, you are my hero. I'm applying for the police academy now. Yes, at OPD. I will never be scared to be out there because I know every second of every day you will watch over me with God. It comforts me to know that the same streets I will be protecting are the same streets you were on. The stories of you and my dad are what inspired me to be a police officer, and I love you so much. I still remember the day I was baptized, and you and I went to Walmart, and you gave me anything I wanted, as always. You're one of my biggest role models in life and have helped me through many difficult times. I hope you always protect my dad and I through all things we do. I love you, Uncle Willie, my godfather and hero. By Cadet Jordan Wingate, Oakland Police Department, August 18th, 2015. So in closing, to Jordan, our dear Jordan, thank you, brother, for your service and your sacrifice, your unwavering dedication to duty. Thank you for answering the call to serve and for all the times you covered us and supported us, your brothers and sisters in law enforcement. Most importantly, thank you for your gift of friendship and love. Your legacy will live on in the countless lives you've touched. We love you and we miss you. We will never forget you. You can rest easy now, my friend. We have the watch from here. God bless Jordan, God bless his family, and God bless the women and men of the Oakland Police Department.